Another day, another
in paradise. Here
Basically,
I am.
yeah. I think we've got a new career for you after wrestling.
Singing?
Yeah.
I thought about it.
What's your go-to karaoke?
I am actually like deathly afraid of karaoke.
Me
Like
too.
I get legitimate anxiety. Like I can't do it. I can be half naked and wrestle in front of 20,000 people and I'm okay. But the idea of singing Mumbo number 5 in a karaoke bar with 20 people I don't know scares me to death.
Well, at least you're not trying to do Queen, which is, the vocals are tough,
Exactly. Yeah. Pick easy ones.
Yeah.
Pick easy ones.
By the way, he is the NXT World Champion, Adam Cole.
Hello, baby. Good to be here.
So you guys got kind of a big show coming up tonight on USA Network, to our live premiere. What's it like to get to this point? Because it wasn't too long ago, we didn't even know you guys were going to be on live TV, and then now you've got 2 hours every week on USA.
Right, and we didn't know either. Like, truth be told, because I know people ask this, but we found out officially when everybody else found out. Like, it was kind of like a, whoa, okay, this is really happening. We had heard rumblings, but nothing was officially confirmed to us. So we were just as excited as everybody else was. But yeah, as far as NXT moving to the USA Network, to me, it's huge. I've been really proud of this brand for the 2.5 years that I've been here. I know that if we had the chance to showcase our brand of pro wrestling to a larger audience, that people would love it. Mm-hmm. So again, a lot of pressure, a lot of excitement, but I'm glad we made the move to USA. What
did you make about all of the talk around the move from fans online? From the standpoint that we love what NXT is, but we're worried that the brand is going to change.
Yes. You know what? I totally understand why fans felt that way. But it's been made very apparent to us, not only within our team, but the people running NXT, that it's so important that NXT stays true to what it is. Like we got to this point because we have really great wrestling matches and because we tell really great stories. So now it's more important than ever that NXT stays at NXT. So I'm here to reassure the fans that they have nothing to worry about when it comes to NXT changing.
I know one of the things that Paul Levesque has talked about that's been a big importance to him is don't call this developmental anymore. So how do you guys address that from the standpoint of you want to be on the same level as Raw and SmackDown now, and now you're going to be on live TV like them every week?
Exactly. Yeah, to me, again, this move to USA just solidifies what we've been saying for months now, and that's NXT is not developmental. It is a third brand. Like, again, the Performance Center is amazing. Athletes are trained and perfecting things that they're already good at, and it's an unbelievable facility. But when it comes to NXT TV and takeovers and things like that, it's WWE's third brand. And again, this move to USA just totally solidifies that. So that's one of the other big reasons I'm really happy about this move, because I think, again, it just proves our point, stuff we've been saying for months.
I think a lot of people are looking at someone like yourself, too, and going, okay, we're counting the days, 2 years. That means Raw, SmackDown. He's on the move. He's leaving from NXT. I don't think people think that way anymore. How do you approach that from a standpoint? You never know where you're going to go, sure. But now with NXT being on live TV, it could be something where this is long-term.
It's big. Yeah, it's like when people always say, like, okay, so-and-so from NXT is moving up to Raw or SmackDown. That's not the word anymore. It's just someone from NXT is moving to Raw, or someone from Raw is moving to NXT. But specifically with this move, I've never wanted to stay involved with NXT more in my life. Again, I've been a part of the growth of NXT before we got on television, but now that we're on television, oh man, even more so do I want to stay here and just be a part of the growth of this brand. Again, I'm really proud of the matches we put on. I'm really proud of our crew. So I want to be involved and stay here as champion for as long as I can.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it too. Like, it's great to be under the WWE umbrella. It's great to be on Raw or SmackDown. But there are some people, it feels like their styles kind of fit best in NXT. And sure. I think when it comes to all of the members of Undisputed Era, not just yourself, I think a lot of people look at going, this is where I think their strengths can be utilized the best.
Right, and exactly what you said. The crew on Raw and the crew on SmackDown, they are amazing performers. It's just that there's a certain attachment I have to this place now, again, with the crew that we have and the fans, that, again, being a part of something that is growing is such an addicting feeling. Like I love the feeling of going, man, where's NXT going to be a year from now? And I want to make sure I stay a part of that. So, but of course, obviously, there could be a move to Raw or there could be a move to SmackDown. But no matter what happens, I'm going to be invested emotionally in the growth of NXT.
What's this period been for you? Because it's 2 years since you've been here, and there's already been so much growth along the way. Could you have even imagined where it is now from when you came in?
No, not at all. And I knew NXT was a big deal when I had debuted and arrived here. But to see where it's ended up and to see that we've ended up on the USA Network was definitely not something I expected so soon. So yeah, it's been really cool to be a part of this. Even like, we do local Florida shows here at NXT, and seeing the growth and attendance of those shows has been so cool. From when I first started working these Florida shows to working now, there's twice as many people. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Talking about that, obviously there are these Florida loops, and there's the bigger loops, with when you go on the road to other areas. Do you expect to see more of that now? More house shows?
I think so. Yeah, I think now with this move to the USA Network, obviously more eyes are going to be on us. So it makes sense that we'd be doing a lot more road shows and traveling a lot more and getting to kind of compete all over the states. So yeah, I'm hoping so.
Do you find that more people like you or think you're a jackass?
I get a little combination of the both. Yeah. I got my diehard supporters who are with me to the very end, no matter how dastardly I get, and there are quite a few people who think I'm quite a jerk.
Well, I think it's unique in that people want to chant with you and they come out and everything. And then once that goes, it's just like, screw this guy.
Exactly. Right. I've said before that, because obviously our group is an evil faction. But lots of times we'll get a positive response out the gate. But then once the match starts, then those fans really start turning on me, which I love.
Yeah, but I think the correlation is there. And I know we don't like to compare necessarily to other eras. But when we talk about like factions, I mean, this is the closest thing I think we've seen to the Four Horsemen. It really is. I mean, if you break it down, person by person, I think you can see the correlations between the groups.
Sure. That comparison has been there. Shades of the NWO has been there. Shades of Degeneration X, that's what I think is so cool about the Undisputed Era and this faction is there's just little things from each group that people remember that kind of pull together and make the Undisputed Era what it is. But yeah, I love the Four Horsemen comparison. Yeah. I love it.
How are your air guitar skills compared to Kyle's?
Kyle is the greatest air guitar player on the planet, and I would never even attempt to try to compete with him. Never.
More than Boogs?
Way more than Boogs. Way more. Not even in the same league.
Tanahashi's
maybe second place.
Second place?
Maybe still Kyle O'Reilly number one, but he maybe second place.
What will it take to get you singing on NXT television, since you don't like to karaoke?
I think a lot of courage. Maybe after I hold this championship for a solid year, like that could be a cool celebration. I'll be so confident on top of the world at that point that maybe I could come out and sing. But I don't know. It would take a lot. Yeah.
And I was going to say, when it comes to a goal like that for having it for a year, Shayna Baszler is somebody that's now coming up on a year having the women's championship. So is that something that kind of you earmark for yourself when it comes to goals?
Yeah, for sure. Because again, it's one thing to get to the top of the mountain. It's another thing to stay there. I was asked earlier, how do you stay motivated, after you won the championship and this process of NXT on USA? And it's about making this title reign as memorable as possible. I want people, when they think of the NXT Championship, to think of Adam Cole. And the only way they're going to do that is if I have a memorable, great championship reign. So, yeah, the goal is to definitely keep this as long as possible.
Adam, thanks, man. Continued success, and look forward to seeing the match with you and Matt Riddle tonight on USA.
Thanks, man. Always a pleasure talking to you.